Smell good. I'm trying. I never can figure out how to post a message. I never can quite figure out the bar was the science. I never could quite figure out how to post how to post when I'm using just the YouTube app. But look, I just watched for about 3 hours, right? A uh video from Jamar where uh he came on to uh address look, that's the title, right? If you want to look it up, it's called Lord Jamar addresses the Professor Dave debacle with, and then the title is not long enough right there, or the title is too long to all be right there, but he had two guests on there with him, right? Right? Smell Goods, The Bar, Felix Almanzar, I Got Sincere, Kasim, Teran Reed. So I checked it out. I watched it because I'm not. Y'all know how I am. And look, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. Like, uh, you know, he quadrupled down. You know, he's on there talking about angel numbers. You know, the the Kelly man he's on there with, right? Is talking about uh is talking about how they soldiers for God battling against Satanist pedophiles, you know, and he's up there nodding his head. I mean, look, what more, what more, because look, I know. Look, I sent it to other people. They was like, look, God, turn this off, man. Turn this off. You wasting your time. But now I had to see it, man. You know, even to the point where look, you took a little lightweight shots at us. Talking about, some people talking about they got knowledge of self. They talking about they got knowledge of self, but they can't see this right here. So I mean, uh, really, I really just came on here to tell y'all to look, go check it out for yourself. Go check it out for yourself. See, because like I said, I don't qualify and disqualify. See, I just eyeball the scale for you. I eyeball it. Like, yeah, nah, see you doing, yeah, that's you doing devilish. that's 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 the best I could do. But yeah, you know, go check that out. Look, you gotta have that kind of patience, though. You do. You gotta have that kind of patience on this one because who's this? Millionaire Seven. He said, Lord Jamar is a shock jock. We shouldn't expect to hear him building anymore. It's all clickbait now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen that. That, you know, uh, It's about the super chat game for him. It's about the super chat game for him. Where you know that keeps him, that keeps the attention, on him. You know, but to me, that's always the crazy part, right? That's always the crazy part is, you know, in this new world that we living in, right? The stuff that people is willing to, uh, you know, just lose. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you know, that's a good word that you use right there, right? Stuff that people feel is expendable, you know what I'm saying, to get the bag. Like I'm talking about just around the world, like you see people doing and saying stuff, getting involved with stuff and all that, right? It's like, damn, are you serious? That's what's crazy to me, man. That you know, I'm saying, you know, because like if you watch the live stream, you know, I'm just talking about the comments that was there, right? You know, I can still respect their musical stuff, but the comments that was right there, it's like, yo, gee, you damaging your whole legacy for a couple of super chats. I know they add up, but you know that's but you know, look, I see people going even further, man. People, you know, losing their life, man, for a couple of views on here. So, you know, I guess that's a lesson in and of itself right there. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, this is probably one of them things, right? This is probably one of them things like liquor, right? We'll see, like a lot of us we fuck with it, right? But some people is you know, it's a limiting shit or something where you you know what I'm saying? You know, I guess that's just another lesson about this, man. You know, but what was crazy to me was that, you know, he thought that uh you know, like he cleared everything up. That's what was crazy to me too, is that, you know, you really thought you cleared that up with that live stream that you just did. But you know, look, I told you I'm not gonna stay on long. I really just, cause look, you know, I'm that way, unfortunately, right? You know, I know people gonna say it's petty, but look, I told you so. If you go watch that live stream, right? All I gotta say is I told you so. I told you so. If you listen, if you watch that, right, and you can't see, man, look, forget about him. The issue is you. See, the issue for me is, look, I don't want these weak link people around me. If you want them around you, that's cool. Just, you know, when you know you coming to check me, just tell them, yo, look, you know, I got something to go handle. Leave them over there. But you know, be aware, right, of who you calling your brother. He said, have you heard the new song Elephant in the Room? His antics has now merged with his music. I knew I knew he was going when he had Wesley Muhammad on his program. See, I didn't even know he had West on there. But look, yeah, he played the song. That was the intro and the outro. That was the intro and the outro to the live stream. So it was like, yeah, exactly. But I'm seeing that across the board where it's like, people got all this controversy, but then it's like, yeah, you got a project coming out. Like everybody's using the 50 Cent method. And I guess it works. The 50 Cent, greatly expanded upon by 6ix9ine method. You said the sad thing about Lord Jamar is that he knows the truth, but he chose the 10% route. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all are assuming that. Just because somebody was speaking our language like that's what I'm saying. You can't listen. Let me tell you something. Whoever, I don't watch movies. So I know this is about to be a throwback, right? This is about to be a throwback, right? But I don't watch movies now. I don't know who's playing the roles. What I'm telling you is that Christopher Reeves cannot really fly. I'm telling you that Tom Cruise cannot fly a fighter jet. This is what I'm telling you, man. Don't believe this stuff, man. Like, do you believe that? Do you believe what's in the movies now? The bar. Can you tell them that there's really no place? There's no Wakanda. At least not right now. Can you tell them that this stuff is fake? Just like when you see the movie and it really looked like that person is flying, that's because that's all scripted out. But see, what we saw right there, right? What we saw right there wasn't scripted. That's what happened. What we saw on that Professor Dave thing was not, Keanu Reeves, you really think he's that fast? That stuff is not real, man. You got to really know the person, meet the person, right? Build with the person, walk with the person, see the person's works, and then you can say that they know. Other than that, right? This is what I'm saying, right? And this is other people's business, right? But look, this is what they say, right? It's what I suspected, and it's what they say, right? 6ix9ine was never really blood. Looking at it right there, I was bugging. Hey man, this is the type, at the time I'm thinking, the Bloods have, they're very open minded now. To have somebody like this person, but then it turned out, Julia TV, I seen you in there. I see I see you in there. That's what I'm saying. Don't he's not supreme from Oz. Like he's not, you can ask about him from people on the radio. But none of that stuff he's talking about, teaching and building with the deaf, dumb, and blind and being outside. Let me tell you something, man. Where you think he was outside? Where you think he was outside telling people that disagree with what he say, suck my dick? Where you think he was outside doing that? Where you think he was outside doing that? Not in these 5 boroughs right here. Like, I don't know if that's what's going on in New Rochelle, but you're not coming in New York City and talking to people like that because they disagree with you. Listen, look, this is how bad it was. This you listen, he turned on his man. He turned on his man Godfrey, man. He said the dude Godfrey set him up. This is how far you willing to go. So look, there's already, it's like, yo, you clearly turned your back on us. But then you turned your back on your other mans too, right here, right? Everybody original. And now you on the program today, right? With 2 colored men. With 2 colored men talking about is people who supposed to be 5%, or no, people who say they don't believe in a mystery God, but they believe that the earth is a globe. That's the real deal. That's the point I'm trying to get across here, man. Or the point I was trying to get across yesterday, man. You got to stop doing that. What you see on TV, man, is not real. Whoever's on there doing whatever they doing, right? That stuff is not real. It's just like when you see people playing around and you tell somebody, listen, man, this is not video games. Video games is not real. You don't have a cheat code. So you're not gonna fall off of that pole and crack your head wide open and then just come back to life. What I'm saying is, what's the look? And see, I don't like this saying. You know what I mean? But look, you could teach anybody to say that stuff that he said. You know, if we talk about on the records, it's not like he was breaking down the problem of XYZ. It's not like he was going into the layers of understanding in the Build or Destroy degree and the 140. And I'm not saying he was supposed to do that, but I'm just saying, you know, what's the real thing? Somebody get on the record and quote mathematics, and now we saying they got the knowledge? Sylvester Stallone can't fight. He ain't never been in the army. Rick Ross is not a real drug dealer. I'm not saying that they should be any of these things. I'm just saying that we out here, right, the consumers of this entertainment, right, got to understand it for what it is. See, because this stuff, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's, you know, when something happens, it's like when you go to see, you know, I don't go no more because I don't be in crowds of colored people. Ever since they started having that mass taking people out, you understand what I'm saying? I don't be in crowds of colored people. I don't go to the ball drop, none of that. But I'm saying when I used to go to see the fireworks, right? I know what I'm going to see. I know I'm going to see the fireworks, right? But I'm still, you know, I'm kind of in awe when I see it. They, oh snap, you know. So it's the same thing with this. I'm not surprised. But it is still like, God damn, did you really say that? Are you on here with this? He just said that y'all are soldiers of God fighting against Satanist pedophiles. Type 1 in the box if you have friends that you have conversations with like that. Let me know who you are. I need to know who you are. I need to know who you are, man. Jula TV, tell them they said that. He was right there. Yeah. Angel numbers. Angel numbers. Like I'm saying this type of stuff that now, look, anybody come on my channel talking like that. Not it's with me. God, I'm telling you, that's the whole point. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by people who have good command of the language, especially people in the entertainment game, because that's what they do. That's what they do. Where we know him from? We know him from rapping and acting. So you know how to flow with words and play the part. But do we know him from being a cipher building on mathematics? Do we know him from all the people that we see in the midst, right? That say, not that say you was influenced. See, because people be influenced by a movie. When the movie Colors came out, that influenced certain motherfuckers came gangs after that movie. So yeah, all of this stuff. Look, I understand the impact, but that's what I'm telling you, man. You cannot allow that romanticism, right? You know, and just look, it felt good, right? It felt good, but look, when Poor Righteous Teachers came out with that album, when they came out with that album with the Jewish thing on it, the Star of David. See, it was crystal clear to me. See, that's what the deal is. Just like Bourne said, see, being a true and living, right, it's not lucrative. It's not as lucrative as some of this other stuff. The controversy is lucrative. So that's what people want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, my point, like I said, I ain't send no message to him. Like it wasn't nothing on there where it's like, you know, this is I'm telling you something. I'm saying something to us that yeah, don't be caught up in no aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when I say in no aspect of it, I'm saying that, you know, even in the knowledge, right? Like you might see somebody where, yo, they got a big name or something, or they popular, or all of that. Now it's like, where's they works at what they did? Like, yeah, you know, brothers is, you know, they get older, they got things to do. But there still gotta be some time. There's some people that's still out there, right? Just like Allah, right? We still out here. The work that he did can't be denied because we still out here. See, we still got made in Mecca, We still got made in Mecca stamped on us. 1964. Where's your stuff like that? See, like I said, everything is a difference, right? And I know that a lot of this is just the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? To me, they use our language to make themselves rich. They ain't teach nothing. And if they did, where's the evidence? What's left of all that knowledge that they was teaching? He says, see, Latif called them rap god bloodsuckers. Hey man, that's the. But yeah, I'm a tune out. You know what I'm saying? And look, God, that wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. That wasn't. You know, I'm frustrated about the confusion of that in general, right? That happens, right? Like even I'm saying being at the school, right? You know, we got people that come by, right? And it's like, that'll be amongst their first questions. You know what I'm saying? So when's the last time Wu-Tang came by? I bet, Brand Nubian used to be here every day back in the days, right? And it's like, no, not at all. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Is like I said, to me, right? You went out there, and used our life. Look, we cool. We not asking for no dough or nothing like that. We just saying that now that you moved on, move on. We don't want our stuff mixed, diluted, and tampered with. But see, at the end of the day, like I said, the whoever they do, it's not their job to keep it. It's not their job to keep it right. It's our job. And so that's one of the things we got to do. We got to train our third eye to see through stuff is not real, man. It's fake. That's on TV. You know what I'm saying? Or look, that's on the last Sunday of the month at the rally. Or that's on the second Sunday in June, right? When you come out to New York for the show and prove. But see, if we come out there wherever you from, where you came from, are you the same you? Like how much different things, it's like, all right, if you around me on a regular day, right? On a regular day, how much of this is really a part of what I'm doing, right? Or is this a character that I play? Is this a character that I play on YouTube? That's the difference, man. Remember that commercial dude just say, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. But I'm here to give you medical advice. Yeah, I've seen AG for Showbiz and AG at the Parliament in Mecca far more times than Lord Jamar, who only showed up on 5% of holidays like Sean proved. when he had a project he was dropping. And see, that's what I'm saying, right? Now, at the same time, right, you don't see AG, making this big show of it. Look, he built with me about that before.
That's a big scandal.
Where he just said that was, see, and that's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of stuff that Lord Jamar did, right? A lot of that 5% stuff, that was the label's ideas and stuff. From what I understand, even that video at the school, that was Fat Five Freddy's idea. The label, and that was true at that time, right? Anybody that could kick that Rakim stuff, they wanted in. The labels wanted in on that money. You know what I mean? You got Kane, Rakim. Look at their jury. The label's like, yeah, I want an artist that's making us enough money that we can get him enough change to get change like that. So by the same token, Andre the Giant, for whatever reason, his label just wanted to push him as a battle rapper. They didn't want to push him as a 5%. So that didn't become his image, even though he had the knowledge. Him and Showbiz. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, when if you talking to him, right, in a regular circumstance, or he tells you about the things that he's dealing with, right, you like, oh, all right. You see, you come in tune with somebody, you like, wait a minute, how can you be, right, a 5%, right? Who, look, you gotta become and remain civilized. You gotta fast your 3 days, learn your lessons, and have a positive impact in your community. Did I leave anything out? Can't eat pig. But I'm saying, how do you accomplish that, right? How do you accomplish that if your worldview is you know what I'm saying? You look at you build with somebody, right? And that's the thing about them lessons. Is that when a person start going through their understanding of those lessons, that's what the understanding is. Right? Is that okay, that part comes out of you. Right? The knowledge and wisdom is there on the paper. That's following the logic. So now when this understanding come out of you, it's a little bit now. See, like how some people come on here and they're a little bit emotionally disturbed, right? And then when they start building on here, that comes out. Whatever it is that's in you, right? Some people come on here, they highly intelligent and trained in certain fields. And that intelligence comes out, that training comes out. See, when you start to go through that, then you start to see what a person, they whole worldview is. See, that's why I look, back in the days, that's how I used to be around the older brothers. They used to always say, listen, God, don't hold back. Like however you see it, just say that, right? Because if it's something, even if you say something wrong, right? I need to know that it's something that you don't understand. So that I could, it's some concept that you ain't grasping, right? Let me help you with that, and then you understand it. But see, if you don't say nothing, right? You know, if you scared to say something because you think I'm gonna think it's wrong, then you're gonna keep that wrong thing deep in the foundation, right, of your mindset, and then all your understanding is gonna be off course. So this is what I'm saying. There's certain people when it's like, okay, like if this is your worldview, right? Because the lessons is not the only thing that you could use to determine what somebody's worldview is, but it's like, okay, if this is your worldview, how could you possibly be a 5%? And see, just like I just said, right? You know, I know what's on the paper. But I'm talking about the started in 1964, right there on 7th Avenue. That's what I'm talking about. How could you be one of those people? Yeah, boy, like you're supposed to remain civilized. That's what I'm saying. Remain civilized. All that's a part of it. that's a huge part.
But he's at a different level. He's supposed to be civilized.
Yeah, look, he's supposed to be civilized, right? And then on top of that, listen, like I said, we're not in the SMD generation. We not in the SMD age group. You understand what I'm saying? So all these, you know, it's certain things where it's like, okay, look, like I said, you know, there's certain things where once you disagree with us, but like I said, man, look, just look, you got to train your third eye. You got to train it. It's not quite the same. It's not quite the same as your two physical eyes. Like by the time you realize anything, you seeing stuff. It's not quite the same because you got to remember stuff that got to be seen with the third eye can be barely detected. It's all types of myths that you could get confused in when you drawing things out with the third eye. And shout out to, does anybody remember uh uh Qasim al-Baghdadi? He was like in the beginning, like the first 6 months of the live, he used to come on and try to convert me to Sunni Islam. I hadn't heard from him for a while. Guess what? Over this topic, he didn't see the video I did yesterday, but over this topic, he hit me like, "Yo, what's what is going on with this? You know, what is he saying?" So shout out to Al Baghdadi. You know, me and him, we had a couple of ciphers on here. You know, like I said, he was trying to convert me to Sunni Islam, and who else? There was somebody else. There's somebody else I need to give a shout out to. If you don't remain civilized, that is the equivalent of losing the knowledge of self. When you lose the knowledge of self, you become a savage. See, as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But yeah, who else? Who else was it that I need to give a shout out to before we get out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if anybody got any questions, right? If you got any bit of romanticism left in you and you need it to be knocked out, right? Go look at go look at that live stream, right? It went off a few minutes ago, uh, with Lord Jamar addressing the debacle with Professor Dave. You know what I'm saying? You know, and by the way, there's a dude on there called Flat Earth Dave, right? Professor Dave smashed him even worse a couple years ago. So why he went to get that dude, I have no idea. But you know, who knows if we'll make it back on this week? But you know, if you didn't know before, you know now. Peace.